Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Round 9 TV. I had a very good week. I'm very happy with my team. Went up 1300 in rank, 6000 overall, 2448. I'm having a very good year so far. I'm just climbing up the ranks every year. It's very good. I'm going very well. I'm very happy. There are obviously some people who I'm very frustrated with. As always, you can't have a perfect week, but if you do have a perfect week, then you get top score. So, but, there are some people I'm very happy with. There's some people I am concerned with, I would say. But just to go off my trades last week, obviously Tom Green played, therefore I did not trade him. Good thing I didn't, because I was thinking him to Oliver, who got about 80 something. So, on my trades, I went Roberts, and that's why I traded Will Graham because he got dropped and held Darcy, and that was clearly the right decision in the end. So I traded Roberts and Graham for Jones and Flanders. I know people probably have an issue with the whole, oh my god, you traded Will Graham. That's a bit, what's it called? The impulsive decision. He could still make money. He still had a low break even. Look, VFL, he had 24 and a goal. Oh, it was bad, but there was about 4 or 5 players ahead of him, and that did better. And Sexton also played and got an 80, so I'm not that fussed with the trade. And obviously, Brian Flanders, you got 108. He was on 100. It was 94 or something, 3/4 time. Spent a lot of time on the bench in the last quarter. I don't know why, but yeah. But starting off the back, Luke Ryan. I love this guy. It's so funny to own this guy. He was on 20 at half time. He was on he was on 40 something at 3/4 time, and then he just shot up. I don't know what exactly happened. I didn't watch the game. I'm gonna check his stats actually in the 4th quarter, because I'm not sure what actually happened. Because they were kicking straight. Yeah, they were 11-2. Yeah, and then they went 13-9. So they kicked 2 goals, 7 in last quarter, basically giving them points. So out of all the kick-ins, he took 6 of the 9. And then, if you look at his first 3 quarters, he had 13 touches. 4th quarter, 13 disposals, 13 kicks at 100 efficiency. I don't get that though. How is he 100% disposal efficiency, but he had 2 turnovers? I don't get that. But 320 meters gained within just that quarter. Had a free fall. Had 5 kick-ins in that last quarter. So basically, Sydney just gave him the points, and I was very happy with that. But it's at the point where, man, surely you can't keep getting away with it. Eventually it's gonna have to give. Because we've seen it many times. He did the same thing. What was it when he had a 100-point half the other week? Which game was it? I think it was that 106. He was doing shit, and then he just brought it, and he had a 50-point quarter. He just cooked. I don't know. Yeah. Dacos is back. He really is back. He never really left, did he? If you look at his year, he's having a really good year still. Just that 54. Literally, other than that 54, he has been incredible. So it kind of worked out for people who... Think about it. It worked out for people who didn't start with him, but it also worked out for people who didn't start with him. Because the whole point was for him to drop. And people thought he would fuck up against Hawthorn and then get him enough to buy. But he was 5.66 because of the game against Saints from the Winhager tag. So, you got him for basically 100k less. And now he's dropped 4 basically captain scores in a row. So, their logic kind of worked out in a way, but at the same time, it would have been fine with it if he did start him. So that 154. But he's back to 650. He's back to being a top 3 defender. Clarko. Clarko's completely butchered Sheasel. Let's say 29%, yeah. It didn't take many kick-ins, I believe. I don't think he even plays defense anymore. He's absolutely butchered him. Yeah, kick-outs. I mean, they kicked 18 behinds, and Fisher had 9, but Coach was 7. So now Fisher's back on. But it just depends, because you don't want to bring in Fisher and then Shees will go straight back to half-back eventually. It's more the fact I just don't know why. I don't know why he's done this to Sheasel. He's just so much less impactful, because only 21 now. You know, he spent more time in the forward line than he did in the back line. I don't really understand what that provides. You know, he's not as clean, 7 turnovers, but 29% in the midfield, so nearly. So if you look at it, so 29% he had. He had 8 centre bounces and then went forward the rest. What? And the thing is, it's like he's not a good midfielder. 3 tackles. 8 contestants pretty good, but 7 turnovers. He had 1 score involvement. Played forward mid, so only had 2 marks. He didn't have a clearance. No freeze, nothing. It literally has done nothing to him but just make him worse. So I don't understand the logic. People saying, oh yeah, but he doesn't get his cheap kicks at the back now. But the guy was averaging 500 meters gained. He clearly got it up the ground for them. So I don't understand the logic in putting him in the midfield, especially when you already rotate 5 when you got 4 other midfielders who are better midfielders. Honestly, put him a hard back and stick Tom Powell in there again for 70%. I don't get it. Good man. It just makes no sense. Whitfield was good. He got 100. I'm happy with that. Anything above 100, 100 and above, I'm happy. Playing Dogs this week should have a fair bit of the ball because they'll kick about 15 behinds probably. Closey has come out of nowhere once again and has dropped a ton, and now he has a low break even at 30, which kind of stuffs up my trade points because I was going to trade him this week. I said I'll probably trade Reed if he does bad, and then I'll probably trade Closey because he's on the end of it, and then he drops 100, now he's a low break even again. So I've got to hold him now, I guess. Same with Sexton, he came in, -2 break even, so that's good. He'll go up again. Hopefully he holds. He should hold. I feel like he had a good game. Let's check his stats. What did he do? What did he do? Where's he? Gold Coast. Had 21 in a goal, 14 kicks, ran at 86 efficiency, played defense, 5 score involvements, 700 meters gained, 2 tackles, 6 rebounds. He had a good game. I see no if he gets dropped, then I don't understand, That's right. Draper, 52. Good thing I back Sexton, but Draper is just the slowest burner in the history of burners. He went at 1K this week. His break even just dropped a bit, which is good. Hopefully he can have a decent week at a 60. Apparently Reed could be back this week. He had a game in the VFL. Let's have a look at that. So you're tapping, that's me on my phone. He had a good game in the VFL apparently. Also VFL, up the Box Hill Hawks. Stu Horner, sorry. Grayson. I don't know where they came from. That's it, and then lost to Williamstown, yikes. Zach Reed, had 26. Just hate this up with a passion. Where is he? 26, 17 kicks, had 10 marks, 1 tackle. So yeah, I always say there's no reason, but at the same time, I'll probably call it Dawkins' place for bloody Williamstown. Huh. Good for him. Anyway, sorry, bit sidetracked. So yeah, the thing is, they did beat the Giants, and I don't think anyone really played badly. So like, it was a great win for them. So, but hopefully he can return. I mean, he still has a pretty shit break even due to his one score of 15. But it would be nice if he just comes back out of nowhere. Geez, I'm happy I got so wrong. Oh my god. To be honest, like he's having a fucking good season. Look at his scores. Literally, he's lower than 95 than that, man. He's on 110, 117s, and then anything about 120. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, well, he's been great. Oh, I was so close to starting him. You know what I mean? Like, it's so frustrating. But at least I got him now. The Bonds against Richmond. Oh, we don't talk about Richmond. There's a reason why there's not one Richmond player in this team. They'll fucking suck. They're all useless. Except Cumbergo. He should hold off the Montreal's injury and we had about 4 injuries, so that means hopefully Cumberland stays in the team. Give him an actual proper go and someone fucking quarter went down by 70, like fucking 80 points. Anyway. Bonds Bay 135. To be fair, I would have expected a lot better. I know that's like, oh my god, he got 135, why are you complaining? He just had a bad first half. It was on like, I think he was on 50, which is bad against Richmond. Richmond, wait, where is it? I saw George. What was he on? There's a way you can see like who, yeah. No, it's defender best position. So where you can do like midfielders. No. Well, I'll go through that later. But I mean, Richmond is like the easiest team to score against. If you go literally on any midfielder and go to when they play Richmond, it's likely they're either top score or like the top 3. Like you go Butters, 175 against Richmond. Bondsberger 135. Strong had a 137 last week, which was his. I took that was his 5th best score. Yeah, that's how good he is. That Gorn went 160 the other day. Neil's playing him this week. I'm so excited. Steele went 142. Rao went 137. Luke Ryan went 200 against us, basically. Heaney went 148. Flanders went 124. Like it speaks for itself, you know what I mean? I think Reid's best game was against us as well. He had one away and then dropped at 140 and 150. Like it's the history of the Richmond. Like Darcy dropped 113 on us today. Like anyone who's playing Richmond, I'm backing for a VC or captain, which is why I might just VC Neil this week, even though he had a shit week. But yeah, Butters had a great week against Geelong. Yeah, it'll be good. He plays Hawthorn this week. McGuinness probably tries to go to him, but I don't really fucking care anymore. There's a lot of captain options this week. It's a great matchup. Like, I mean, Gold Coast against Geelong, you would assume Rao cops a tag again. He's having his share on, unfortunately, of tags. But still, he was getting tagged by Will Phillips and struggled. I'm guessing he doesn't, but like as a contested bull, you should not be able to get tagged by Will Phillips. Like, he should just shrug him off like he's nothing and tell him to sit the fuck down and go back to the VFL where he belongs. You know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't be doing bad. I think they dropped the tag in the second half as well because he, in the fourth quarter, I think they just gave up because they were getting smacked. Oh, no, because they were smacking North. Sorry, I was thinking of the Brisbane game last week. No, yeah, I think they just gave up on him because, yeah, he was on like 50 and had like a 30-point quarter, which kind of saved his score to a certain point. But yeah, I'm a bit concerned about Rao. It's not CBA times. Like, his CBA times are completely fine. It's nothing like that. Honestly, the guy who copped the CBAs, the cop last was Took Miller, who got like a 120. So I don't understand how that worked. But if you're still in the midfield, like more than any midfielder, because I put Davies, who then got subbed out tactically for some reason. But actually, that's true. I want to check the Davies. 324. Dropped to 98, but then got subbed. My logic is, why is he coming to nowhere and got put in the midfield? So, Just a bit out of nowhere, but yeah. Lockie Neal, he just didn't use the ball well. He had 25. I'm not sure. He just gave away. I think I checked it yesterday because I was very upset with him. But off the back of 160 against Adelaide, you would back him to do decent. But he had 25, ran at 60, only had 9 kicks, 6 handballs, had 6 tackles though. 11 contested, but he had 6 turnovers, 5 clearances still decent. But he had 4 frees against. So 4 frees against, 6 turnovers, 6 clangers, at 60. So like, I think that's very unlike Neil. That's unlike Neil. He's usually not the guy to just do constant clangers and stuff like that. Yeah, like he averages 71 efficiency. He averages 3 clangers. So for him to get 6, it's very rare. Like frees against 1.5. Like he averages 3.6 turnovers. So it's an above average game in terms of that. So like I'm not fussed. Like it's annoying. It's unfortunate. Like it's unfortunate when a pod goes down, especially when you're having a great week and you think all you need is your pods to show up. Because like that's the thing at the end of the day. Because you have your good ones that everyone has, and then you have that one or two pods who stand out. And Neil's been my pod. I've had him since, how long have I had Neil? I would say it's been successful to a certain point. Is it? I brought him in after the North game, I think. So he's got 109, 109, 71, 168, 79. So it's not incredible. But like that's 79. That's unlike Neil game. Maybe he was getting tagged a bit. I don't really know. But did Barry play? If Barry played, he might have been going to Neil. Giants game, he was just terrible. So is that the Lions were terrible. They got battered, but look at his pitch. He's got Richmond, he's got Hawthorn, he's got Dogs and Saints. So he might got the winning tag there, but these next 3, yeah, McGuinness is one maybe, but he's got Richmond at the Gabba. That should be a minute, like minimum 130. If he doesn't, I'll be very disappointed. I mean, his last 3 games, he got 143, 110. You look at his games, he has not gone wrong at the Gabba yet, even though they've kind of sucked. He's got 112, 129, 109, 168 against Gold Coast. In that case, he's got 200 against Richmond. But yeah, then he's got Hawthorn and Marvel. Marvel's a very easy ground to get points at because it's so small. Same with and then the Dogs, who I mean maybe Harms goes to win, but since since Beverett loves to play Harms in the midfield now, I don't understand it. I don't understand. But yeah, Jack Steele. Geez, I'm happy I held him. He looks like his old self. I don't know what that injury was, but that was a 2-week thing and he's fine now, so that's good. Tom Green, same, 116. Very happy with him. I was very worried because he started on the bench, so I was very worried. I was thinking, oh, maybe he's going to be laid out then because they haven't named him on the field. I was just watching it. I had him. I said if he was out, I'll trade him to Dane Zorko, who I think got 1 more point than him, but I saved a trade anyway. So very happy with Green. I think he was top scorer for the Giants, so yeah, very happy. Wilson, very happy with Wilson. He has been incredible the last few weeks. 3 break even. We'll get to 400k. Never would have expected that to where he was. Could you imagine? Because people would have. It's crazy because I was honestly, at the end of the ship break even like this, I was honestly thinking of trading him at this stage, and now here he is about to hit 400. That's crazy. So maybe just like a few good scores and launch. Rogers good, but I mean, if there's any rookie I'm going to trade this week, it's probably him. 37 break even. It allows me to upgrade easily from Reed because Reed has to go. Garcia decent. I think he's in the same boat as Rogers, but he has a way low break even. Joe Clarkson is negative, and he's also hasn't made any money. Yeah, when Gorn VC, he had a very bad first half, and then once again he got saved by a good last quarter where he kicked. Well, it was like 80-90, and then he kicked the goal to make it 1 point. Yeah. Brady Grundy 102. I'm happy with Grundy. I think he's had a good year. He hasn't had howlers. I reckon like that's 71 and 83. Other than that, he's been good. He's had some good scores. He's had some very big scores. It's crazy because if he did bad in that game, I wouldn't have gone him. I would have gone English. But I think he's actually had a worse year. I don't know. English is not even a ruckman. It's right. He's like not even a tap ruckman. I don't know what he does these days. Sweet illness. That's really annoying because he could have been 300k very easily. Especially he's got Hawthorn this week. And to be fair, Meek will probably destroy him the way he's playing. Heady 118, perfect. Honestly, he's favourite from Brownlow right now. Flanders 108. I talked about him already. Good game. Happy I got him now, finally. Jackson. He has to do better when Darcy's out. You know what I mean? Like, he has to take the opportunity. Plays Staines this week against Marshalls, but get fucking railed. But, like, yeah, to go against who they play, Sydney, to be fair, it was a bad turnaround. Obviously, everything with Cam McCarthy, rest in peace. Praise and thoughts to his family. Like, it's horrible. But yeah, to come out after that news, obviously I don't think Jackson knew him, obviously. But even just for Freo as a football club, I mean, you could see a performance. Like, I mean, that's why I'm giving 5 a pass this week, obviously, because he had a bad game, but like, I mean, someone he was like good mates with, but he passed away literally like 2 days before we had to play a game. Obviously playing it in a moment of silence, like you saw him and Pierce were crying, they put flowers in the goal square. It was very emotional, so like, 5 gets a pass. He gets as much time as he wants. I'm not fast. 5 can be a later issue, but Jackson should be doing better. Reed has to go. Unfortunately, we're hoping to be at F6, but look, he's made his money. He's made 240-ish K. Got the 440. Great rookie. Can't complain. Obviously, 5. Give him a pass, obviously. But it is a concern, yeah. Darcy 113. Literally, I said it last. Like, he's playing Richmond, so you hold him. You could make a team of tall forwards who have kicked like 3 or 4 against Richmond in the last like couple of years. Like, honestly, like you can put. And the thing is, they're not even like amazing forwards. It's like the weird ones. You know, Sam Darcy hit 4 in us. Van Ruin last year. Mason Cox in the prelim. But that's 3 tall forwards who are all like, they're not amazing. They have the potential to be. Well, not Cox, obviously. But, you know. Also, can we bring back Jacob Kaczynski? I miss having a tall forward. And then Darcy Jones didn't really do anything. Very annoying. But, yeah. That was good, yeah. The lip option was there, but yeah. Anyway, trades this week. Okay, so obviously we said Reed has to go. Probably. I don't know. Well, let's see. I'm not going to try Closey. Not going to try Sexton. Wilson. Draper still has money. I'm not going to trade Garcia. Clark's too cheap to trade anyway. Darcy has a low break even now, but you can still trade him if you really wanted to. Like, it's not that much of a fuss. But Jones still make money, obviously, not trade 5. So I feel like Rogers has to make one. I know I brought him in 2 weeks ago and he hasn't really done anything. It's a bit of a shame, but bring in Sullivan, and then I know this doesn't leave me much money, but I'm going to go Dane Zorko. This halfback row is amazing for him. If you look at his fixtures coming up, he's got Richmond, who are terrible. So if you look at his scores, he's actually had a really good under 8 year. Like 105, yeah, not bad, yeah, pretty bad, but then 127, 96, 116, 130, 56. That's because Fagan put him in the 4th line the first half, where he got about 10 points, then he moved half back and then took control and had like a 40-point half. Then a huge 160 and then a 117, where he was the prime taker, and then he's a 45 break even, so it's kind of a now or never situation with him. So I kind of need to get him before it's too late. If you look here, where was it? Yeah, defender versus position. So this basically is because the players say less than 50% on. This basically says what is the easiest teams to play against as a like a wing defender, general defender, designated kicker. So since he takes kickouts, he's a designated kicker. So as you can see, Richmond, St Kilda, Collingwood are the three easiest to play, and then Hawthorn's fourth. If you look at his fixtures, Dane Zorko, he has Richmond, he has Hawthorn and Bulldogs. So he has, next 3 weeks, he has, I think, and then they play Collingwood, and then he has St Kilda. So within the next 4 weeks, he has first, second, fourth, and I think Dogs is down here. Yeah, they're not that easy, but it seems like he's going to go off this week. If you look at it, if you look at Ryan's scores, 106 against Dogs, because they're pretty hard to play, but then he's gone, played Richmond 197. I don't think he's played Saints yet. I think they've got Saints this week, so there you go. So I expect Ryan to go off this week. Hasn't played Collingwood yet. No, he's got Collingwood the week after. So I expect Ryan to do really well the next 2 weeks. In terms of general defenders, obviously, St Kilda. Leaving out inside mid, Geelong, Hawthorn, West Coast, Richmond, North. Basically the worst team, but Geelong obviously is easiest to play against. So yeah, if anyone's playing Geelong, it feels like that's also a way to go. So who's Geelong playing this week? So Gold Coast. Yeah, so Matt Rouse should bounce back this week. In terms of key forwards, North. I'm surprised Geelong's that high, but North's obviously the way to go. So who's playing North? So that's not honestly, yeah. So bring in Kate Langford for a week. Bring in, But yeah, that's summed up. In terms of ruck, the easiest teams to ruck against is apparently the Giants, actually. Giants, Hawthorn, and Saints. So that's weird. So who's playing Giants? So Tim English should do well this week. And then wingers, doesn't really matter for us, but general forwards, West Coast, Richmond, North. So yeah, who rookies are playing them? Rayville probably can do well this week. Yeah. So that's that. That's the easiest team to play against. It seems like obviously Richmond, North, West Coast, Hawthorn, St Kilda are the easiest to play against. The 8% have done 5. Shazel, people put him around. Garcia, people bring in Track. He still plays full forward though. I don't trust it. People got William Richards. I would not risk that. People training Stewart. Yeah, he's cheap, but he played wing. He also got tagged a bit. I don't even know if he gets that. I'm not convinced. But next week, I would probably say, you'd probably say Darcy and Close here, because Darcy has Giants this week. Or if you look here, we can check. Look, Giants is the hardest to play. Is one of the hardest to play. So you're probably gonna drop a 40 or something and have to go, but I'm not fussed. So in terms of, I'm going to have to do this because Darcy and Jones play. So I do this so when Darcy plays, and because West Coast played the last game, I'm going to go VC Neil into probably Gorn. And then, if Neil does well, I just do that. If he doesn't, then I leave it on Gorn, and then Darcy just comes out as an emergency anyway. I'm not going to back Neil as captain because I'm just a bit just in case sort of thing, but I'm going to pop the VC on him this week. It's more about matchups more than anything this week, and I back Lockie Neal to go off. 586 is a pretty good price for someone like Neal, but he just needs to, get some consistency back in his game. But anyway, that's it for me. Just nearly 30 minutes, bloody hell. Ranting for a bit. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next week.